All right, well, let's come back now let's talk about some love, shall we? A new romantic comedy titled Love Lives Here premieres in cinemas this Friday. The story, which is set in Durban, is about a young woman's quest for love. She gets caught up in modern and traditional ideas of romance. Well, to tell us more, we have the movie's lead actors. That's Thando, Thabethe and Lungile Radu this morning. I didn't even get to say good morning to you two. Probably morning, lovely people. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having us.
I'm very excited. I mean, it's not often we see lots of romantic comedies coming out on the local on the local scene. So let's start with you, Thando, as the girl looking for love.
Yes.
In this movie. What's your role all about? What's it all about?
So I play Zintle Malinga. She's sort of set in her idea of what love is and how a woman's life is supposed to pan out. So you go to school, you get married, and then you have children. But in this comedy, that's not quite how it works out, and she finds love in a place she never imagined.
Oh, that sounds very, very mysterious. Okay, so how do you balance, Lungile, how does one balance romance with comedy? Because, you know, often, you know, love stories, as we know, can be tragic. Yes, there's often a happy ending. But what are the funny aspects that you bring back? The funny truths about love and looking for love that you bring to this?
I think love is quite humorous, actually. You know what I mean? I think love should be taken like that. And it shouldn't be so serious, such a serious topic, you know? Yeah. So we tried to tell that part in this movie, you know, the funny parts of love, the expectations of love, the disappointments of love, and the surprises of love, you know? And I think we actually captured it properly in this one. So yeah, we just went with it.
So where does most of the filming, or where has most of the filming taken place?
In Durban.
In Durban.
The whole
All of
flick.
it.
Yeah.
All of it has happened in Durban.
KZN.
Well, I suppose that would the funny parts come with crossing the modern with the cultural expectations? So do we see a lot of that there? Or is
Absolutely,
that
absolutely. Well, I mean, you know, young people and what the older generation, if you will, believe a certain thing or marriage should happen in a certain way, whereas, you know, younger people are generally more laxed. Also, there's comedy in the different types of scenarios that you find yourself in within love. So there's a blesser situation happening there as well. There's, you know, dating a guy who still lives at his mother's house, you know.
There's the woman asking for engagement,
you know,
that taboo thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
so you've had to kiss a few frogs along the way.
No, absolutely.
There's lots of kissing in the movie. I just have
There's lots of kissing and there's lots of kinky things as well.
There's lots of kinky things
Lots
as
of
well. So you
kinky.
have to go through that as well.
We're having fun.
And I know, you know, take it from us old fogies, it's like, you know, looking for love these days. And I listen to I have friends who are much younger as well. And there's, you know, there's no point. And, you know, dating is not what it used to be. There are some freaky people out there and there's some weird and strange people out there. How does this movie explore that? Because it's looking at traditional looking for love where some youngsters don't even believe in love anymore or marriage and all that.
I mean, it also looks at the idea of, well, other than just love, sexuality as well, and what that means for women. And, you know, if a guy goes for what he wants sexually, he's the man. If a woman does that, she's, you know, bad word. But, you know, in this movie, you kind of, you know, we allow women to explore that and to say it's okay to embrace your sexuality. And, you know, sometimes you just want to hit and grab and, you know, that's fine.
Hit and grab, you see, I'm noticing. Hit and grab. So
it's like a hit and grab. How do you hit and grab?
I don't know. You see, I don't even know what it's called. Comes to show I don't do
I think
it.
I know what you mean.
I
think I know.
Yeah.
Traditionally called a one-night stand or something.
Pretty much.
Something like that.
In the old days. So, as a young man, you know, what did you learn from the other side of this love story? You're on the other side of this. We have the women looking for love. We have women going through all kinds of things. Lots of focus on women and how they're abused in their quest for love. And like you say, the blesser situation and all of that. As a young man, what did you see from the other side?
To be honest with you, I learned that it's okay as a young man to be confused about love. Because even women are confused about love. They have this expectation about love and where it should come from and how it should look like. But then, you know, it's okay not to know, you know, and just feel yourself through the darkness and find out
I could
about
take
each
that in
other.
so many different ways.
Also, you can't be feeling yourself through the darkness forever, you know?
There's that thing, right? You put a time constraint to it, but then what if you just have to feel it for 3 years, for 5 years, or 6 years? It doesn't mean that after 4 years now you guys have to get married or have to break up or you have to have a kid. If the time is right, if you guys are ready, then you can go
but
forward.
It calls for honest conversation.
Absolutely.
Am I right? Does
Definitely.
this movie bring up those uncomfortable situations?
Yeah.
Are there moments of discomfort and extreme honesty, especially in the South African context?
I think everyone, men and women, will watch this film and be able to see themselves at a point in their lives. Whether, you know, you've been through something, you're yearning for something, you're going through something. I think you'll look at this and you'll be able to identify with yourself.
All
Absolutely.
age groups?
Absolutely.
Everybody be able
Yeah.
to? Because, I mean, is dating different now, whether you're 20 or whether you're 50?
Well, I
don't
imagine
know.
it's completely different.
Yeah, no, it's completely different. And what we try to do with this movie is make it as modern as possible in terms of the dating world. We know that social media plays a big role. We know that dating outside, speed dating, all those things. So we try to incorporate the modern world, but it goes for all age groups.
I think there's also the traditional element, which
the
kind of
traditional.
also goes into a completely different age group and what it means to date and then get married, and the expectations of your parents in that dating sense when you're living in a modern world, but your parents are still like, things need to be done a certain way. Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking love and we're talking all of those things.
Yeah.
I want to know personally for both of you where you had to dredge all of this up from, and did it change you? Did it change how you viewed love? Playing these roles.
Sure, you can go first.
She had so much to deal with.
Me, I'm Mr. Lover, man. So I kind of went in knowing exactly. You know, I've had the pleasure of dating a few women in my lifetime, so I drew inspiration from that.
A few.
Yeah, just a handful.
darkness,
Just a handful. you
Feeling his
know.
way in the dark.
Yeah, so it was nice to go back into memory lane and draw that inspiration from my past
And being older now,
experiences.
and
Yeah, now I'm
in
coming from a
retrospect.
place where I'm older, more mature. I've learned, apparently. So it was...
Apparently.
apparently.
And Thando, for you?
I don't know. I'm a lover. Like I love love. So I think that made it a little bit much easier getting into this role. I mean, she's extreme, but but I'm a lover. So for me, I just drew from that, from the fact that I love love and I love romance, and
Because it's not a fairy tale, but it's an honest story.
No,
It's a
absolutely.
very honest story.
Okay, fantastic. But we look forward to seeing
Thank
it. I mean,
you.
Love Lives Here. It sounds fantastic. I'd go just to watch these two beautiful faces on there. Thank you very much, Thando, Thabethe and Lungile, Radu. They are the leads of Love Lives Here. It's on circuit Friday. That's this Friday. Do go and watch it. Well,